Today on the Cameron Journal, we're doing something very, very special. We're having some really great chat about a new tool for content creators. For those of you that assiduously watch the Cameron Journal podcast, you'll already know Stefan Fehr because he was on the show telling us how we're all going to be unemployed in a couple of years, and we are all very frightened. And so as we know, he works in AI, and we didn't get into this in the original show because we were talking about what's happening and how AI is going to be so disruptive. So what we're this time around, we're actually going to circle back to his AI startup, which is called ModernIQs. Now, for content creators, this is really, really amazing. Last week, I met with him again, and we did a whole demonstration taking one of the back audio podcasts of the Cameron Journal podcast. We got it transcribed using AI, of course, and then we had that turned into an article. And that's the really interesting thing about what this tool does is you can have this transcription and then have an article talking about what was talked about, which ordinarily would take someone a long time to do. And with ModernIQs, I think the whole process, if you have it together, which we did not, we sat together for 2 hours, but if you have your act together and you're prepared to do the process, the whole thing can be done. I'm not kidding when I say this, in less than 5 minutes. It's pretty remarkable how fast it is, how nice the article is as it comes out the other end. And even if you're running short or low on ideas, it even will generate ideas and spit them out to you in an Excel spreadsheet, which I also saw, which was pretty fantastic. So to bolster his argument that AI will make us all unemployed by 2026, this tool is already kind of showing how that possibility may come into being. So in this video, in this segment, we're going to talk to Stefan about how he got into all of this, how he decided to do this, what's the story of ModernIQs, and what his vision is, because he has some exciting tools coming up. So, yeah, let's talk about how did you get into doing this? He revealed to me at one point he used to work in automobile automation, and we know the Germans are really brilliant at that. So BMWs don't build themselves. Well, actually, technically now that they do. So he started, now he's automating content. So tell us a little bit how you got into all of this and doing all this and how you created ModernIQs.
Yeah. So, well, let me first say something we used to, because I actually think American products are the best right now when it comes to automobile, but anyways. So yeah,
hey, there are stockholders at General Motors and Ford and Stellantis that are excited to hear that.
I didn't mean those.
Oh, not those.
Right. Okay. We don't need to go into that. Anyways.
No. Well, that's okay.
So to refine something else, this is a tool for website owners. If you're a content creator, this is like, you should really consider looking at it because you're going to save a lot of time. But really, if you're a website owner and you want to drive more, visitors to your site, look, you have to understand, if you have a website without blog articles, it's like you have a supermarket without products. People can walk in, but there's no reason for them to walk in. There's nothing to buy. So if somebody searches for chicken teriyaki Amsterdam, and you have a website, you're a restaurant in Amsterdam that has a website with some kind of chicken teriyaki headline, then the chance, if you're the only one, the chances for you to rank are extremely high, because Google can only send you traffic because you're the only one that has content about it.
Right.
So that's the thing. Like it's really for any website owner that wants to get more traffic coming in, and also doesn't have much time. So basically, how did I start it? Yeah, I mean, I had my old website, appcolumbus.com, and this was an affiliate platform. And so with an affiliate platform, you get paid when you get traffic in, and people are going to click on your link, many people, and are buying the thing you're promoting there. So this is all about traffic. And So I had this appcolumbus.com was a platform for business software, so business software tools, and I had 69 different tools on the platform on that day when I decided, oh, let's just use AI to create a description text and a feature text and a summary text. So three text pieces for every tool on my website. And I did this in 3 hours, right? So we're talking about around 210 pieces of text. So like, let's say maybe I would say around 300 pages of text, which I created in 3 hours and put on the platform in 3 hours.
Mm.
And the effect of this was 1 month later, I had my traffic on my website 130x. And that's why I realized, oh wow, blog articles can get me a lot of traffic, and putting text on there, like AI generated text is doing the trick, right? Or text in general, right?
Right.
So so this is where I thought, wow, let's leverage this up by a factor of 1,000 or something. So I was searching for a tool where I can create a blog article not in 4 hours, but in 1 minute. And I didn't find any, so I created my own. And the alongside this like month where I saw the traffic coming in, the other factor which really motivated me was healthline.com. So healthline.com is a website where that gets 200 million, around 200 million monthly visitors only by creating high quality articles. So so this
That's
is like, I
insane.
mean, this is a considerable part of the world population that goes there
No,
every
that's what I was
month.
thinking. Like that's that is two-thirds of this country. That is a percentage of the globe. That's quite impressive.
Yeah. And when I saw when I saw the traffic coming up on my website and I saw the story around healthline.com, I was sold. So I wanted to have a tool, and you know how it is when you want something and nobody is doing it, you have to do it yourself. Yeah.
No, that's pretty amazing. So why don't you kind of tell us in brief what's available to people now? How much does it cost? All this type of thing, because people will want to know.
So ModernIQs.com is the website, and if you go on the website, you can create an article just by putting in a headline and your email. So this is taking like 20 seconds or something, and then we're going to use the email to send you the article via email, and it's gonna have pictures and text and everything. Um, I advise you to create an account because then you have more options like uploading to WordPress and so on, or doing automated table of contents and like much more. Um, but we also have a tool that's quite funny for content ideas. So really, if you anybody who is posting on social media and you don't have ideas what to post, I was speaking to a podcaster last week, and he got like crazy because we created this. So I think his field was U.S. politics as well. So he was entering their U.S. politics podcast, and he got an email. He got an Excel sheet via email 1 minute later with around 500 ideas on how this person, what's the political, like it was crazy. He was so amazed. He was like, oh my god, I have so much content, I can't handle it. Because
Yeah.
it's taking a minute, and then you get a tool, then you get something where you can create possibly 500 podcast episodes by yourself just talking about the topic you're reading in the headline. Yeah.
No, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So I also know that there are a couple really great tools coming along that you're working on. Why don't you tell us a little bit about those? Because this is not hardly done. There's much more to come.
Yeah, so well, for podcasters in specific, we are working on getting a like it. This is small compared to so the biggest of our apps is by far is the blog article generator, which is it's a tough job. It's doing hundreds of processes in the background, right?
Of course.
But the podcast are like a transcript generator where you can, get the transcript from your YouTube video or your MP3. And we're doing like some small apps. We have our social post generator where you can do the same. Like you could enter US politics podcast, for example, and it'll create 30 images with 30 headlines, with your logo and with your branding and the post texts, and all sent right now via email. So in a zip file, and you have content for 1 month to post on social media. And there's other apps coming out. Yes, I don't really want to talk about
No,
the
that's okay. We leave them wanting more. That's plenty of excitement, but we
yeah.
always leave them wanting more. That first rule of show business. So, no, that's extremely exciting. What, why do you think this hasn't attracted more attention?
We're new. Like the second version of so the platform that we have right now is the second version, and that's up since 2 weeks, I think. Yeah.
Oh,
So and
that would
before it was
explain it.
like, before it was like this third party board CRM. I don't want to talk about the quality. It wasn't working good.
Yeah,
And so yeah. So that was that
yeah,
one. But now we like now it's on a stage where you could very easily do it on your phone. So you could, if you have a content idea, you have a website, you have a content idea, just put in the headline while you're waiting for the green traffic light, right? Put in the headline, press create, and when you come home, it's in draft on your website ready for publishing. Yeah.
yeah. That's pretty insane.
Yeah.
That's quite amazing. And yeah, and I didn't realize it was so new. So that would explain why it
Yeah.
has, it's not completely gone viral as of yet. I would get ready for that if I were you, because once the word
We are.
once the word
Yes.
starts to get out, it's yeah.
Yeah.
So any plans you have to scale up quickly, I'd keep those handy.
Mhm.
Excellent. So if you so specifically for podcasts, so if you have a website needing content, if you're a podcaster wanting to turn your podcast episode into a blog article, that all works. You mentioned that you started out doing descriptions for e-commerce. Do you have anything for our e-commerce friends planned? They will want to know.
So yeah, e-commerce is an extremely interesting segment because e-commerce stores usually need lots of articles, or they have lots of products, right?
Right.
And it's the same thing. If you have if you haven't like if your product only has a picture and a couple of sentences of text, it'll perform less good than if it's like a sophisticated. The more Google has to work with, if it's good quality, the better it is for you, right? So
Yeah.
e-commerce, it's interesting. If there are any e-commerce listeners right now, contact us so we can work out a solution. It's in progress. In like it's not having the highest priority, but obviously if there's demand we can develop like a first, second, third version, and make the thing better and better and better. Yeah, sure.
No, no, that's quite impressive. Now, in terms of what do you think about Google and trying to rebel against AI content, but also including AI in search results? Like, does any of that stuff concern you?
Mm. Well, the thing is, it turned out that our quality is way higher than so what's getting deleted and de-indexed by Google is low quality ChatGPT content. So if somebody, so you can create an article with ChatGPT by only telling it create an article and here's the headline. But the thing is, you don't have pictures, you don't have alternative image texts, you don't have like all the stuff we do in the background, we're doing automatically. You don't have. You only have text, right? And so so this is considered by Google as low quality. And then the chances of Google to de-index the article or your entire site are higher. And we actually, whenever Google does a quality update, we actually get a push. So we're actually quite excited about Google doing those because we constantly work on our quality, and also the tool is really ready since 1 month ish. So since 1 month, we are like focusing on. Before was like lots of time went into creating the functionality of the tool, and now most of the time goes into quality. Yeah.
No, that's good. So when you created the text, did you clone ChatGPT or did you come up with something on your own? How does that even work? How does one make an AI, I guess?
The text? The text is,
yeah.
We have several systems running in the background. So you can decide if you want what kind of style of text you want. So some we are still using third-party LLMs like OpenAI and Gemini and so on. Because the goal is obviously to have our own LLM at some point where it's doing enough high quality, which they're really not right now. And we're always switching out tools to use the best one for the job because they are improving like crazy as well, So we're just changing.
I was wondering how that all worked, and that's fascinating that to be able to, to do that and work with the best option.
1 week, the best tool for creating the headlines is Gemini. The next week it's OpenAI. The next week it's Llama. So yeah.
How do you hope to keep up with all that?
It's quite this stuff we designed our system, so this is quite easy for us to always switch to the best one. Yeah.
That's quite impressive. All right. Well, if you're watching this as a solo video, this is where this video ends. And you can find other videos on the Cameron Joel channel. If you're watching the long video, which some will be, you'll come right back with us, and we are going to get into the product demonstration, and we're also going to get more into ModernIQs and how all this works. So either thank you for watching, or we'll see you in a minute, whichever one happens to apply to you.
That's all for this episode of the Cameron Journal podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Visit us online at CameronJournal.com. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I love to talk to my followers and listeners, so please feel free to get us on social media at Cameron Cowan on Twitter, and we'll see you next time on the Cameron Journal podcast. Thank you.